One of the strategies of defensive driving is A. Looking straight ahead as you drive. B. Staying alert and keeping your eyes moving. C. Expecting that other drivers will make up for your errors. D. Being confident that you can avoid danger at the last minute. B. Staying alert and keeping your eyes moving. Because traffic conditions are always changing, you should consistently scan the road ahead. Keep your eyes moving, notice what is happening at the sides of the road, and check behind you every few seconds by using your mirrors. You may not cross a single broken white or yellow line. A. When doing so would interfere with traffic. B. When turning left into a driveway. C. When the car in front of you is disabled. D. When passing to the right on a one-way street. A. When doing so would interfere with traffic. You may cross a single broken line to pass or change lanes as long as you can do so safely and without interfering with traffic. A regulatory sign containing a red circle with a slash through the middle indicates A. That drivers should come to a complete stop. B. That an action is forbidden. C. That some drivers should yield to other drivers. D. That drivers should drive under the speed limit. B. That an action is forbidden. Some regulatory signs prohibit certain actions. These signs are rectangular and white with red and black markings. A red circle and slash on top of a black symbol indicates that the specified action is forbidden. When you see the sign, it means A. There is an object on the roadway. B. Traffic is coming from the right. C. The road is curving sharply to the left. D. There is a merge point ahead. C. The road is curving sharply to the left. Chevron signs like this indicate that the road curves sharply in the direction indicated by the chevron, in this case, to the left. There may be several chevron signs placed throughout a curve.
Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
What happens if you drink alcohol while taking prescription or over-the-counter medicine? A. The medicine reduces the effect of the alcohol. B. The alcohol will help the medicine cure a cold. C. The combination could multiply the effects of the alcohol or medicine. D. There is no effect because they are different substances. C. The combination could multiply the effects of the alcohol or medicine. Consuming alcohol and other drugs together can increase the impairing effects of both. For example, having one drink while you are also using a cold remedy could affect you as much as several drinks would when being consumed separately from any medications. If you come to an intersection and your view to the side is blocked, you should A. Slow down and look both ways. B. Maintain your speed and look both ways. C. Stop, then inch forward until you can see clearly in both directions. An intersection has a stop sign and crosswalk, but no stop line. You must stop A. Before the crosswalk. B. 50 feet before the intersection. C. Where you think the stop line would be. D. With your front wheels in the crosswalk. A child passenger who is under the age of 8 and less than. Fill in the blank. In height as required to be seated in an approved child safety seat while in a moving vehicle. A. 5 feet, 5 inches. B. 5 feet. C. 4 feet, 11 inches. D. 4 feet, 9 inches. D. 4 feet, 9 inches. New York law requires children who are under the age of 8 and shorter than 4 feet, 9 inches tall, or weighing less than 100 pounds, to be seated in a government-approved child safety seat. They should not be allowed to use a seat belt until the seat belt fits properly. What does it mean when a school bus is stopped on a roadway and its red lights are flashing? A. You may pass if no children are on the road. B. You may not pass. C. You may pass if you are facing the front of the bus. D. You may pass if it is on the opposite side of a divided highway. B. You may not pass. When a stopped school bus is flashing its red lights, all traffic approaching the bus from any direction must stop at least 20 feet away from the bus. You may not resume driving until the red lights stop flashing or when the bus driver or a traffic officer signals that you can proceed. In New York State, you must stop for a school bus even if it is on the opposite side of a divided highway. This road sign means A. Steep grade ahead. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Low ground railroad crossing. D. Low clearance. D. Low clearance. This sign indicates that the overpass ahead has a low clearance. You should not proceed if your vehicle is taller than the height shown on the sign, in this case, 13 feet 6 inches. If you are driving on a highway next to a single broken white line marking? A. You cannot cross the line to pass. B. You may cross the line to pass and change lanes. C. You may only cross the line to change lanes if you are in the left lane. B. You may cross the line to pass and change lanes. White lines separate lanes of traffic moving in the same direction. You may cross a dashed white line to pass or change lanes if it is safe to do so. A broken yellow centerline means that A. Passing is not permitted. B. Passing on the right is permitted when the way ahead is clear. C. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. C. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. A broken yellow centerline means that a driver may cross the centerline to pass another vehicle on the left as long as there is no oncoming traffic. Drivers should never cross a solid yellow centerline in order to pass. Seat belts are most effective when they are worn by A. The person driving the car. B. Passengers when they are on a long drive. C. All occupants of a car being driven on an expressway. D. All occupants of a car every time the car is driven. D. All occupants of a car every time the car is driven. When you drive, make sure each person in your vehicle wears a seat belt. In the event of a crash, a person without a seat belt becomes a flying object and a danger to each person in the vehicle. This road sign means A. Watch for people crossing your path. B. No passing zone. C. Work zone ahead. C. Work zone ahead. This orange warning sign tells drivers that an area of roadwork is upcoming. When traveling through a work zone, stay alert for temporary traffic control devices. When driving under low visibility conditions due to fog, you should A. Turn on your high beam headlights. B. Slow down and use your low beam headlights. C. Increase your speed so you do not cause an accident. B. Slow down and use your low beam headlights. When driving in fog, you should slow down and use your low beam lights. If the fog is so dense that you cannot see, pull off the road and wait for the fog to clear. When you want to overtake and pass another vehicle, you should A. Wait for a signal from the other driver. B. Change lanes quickly so the other driver will see you. C. Signal and pass when it is safe to do so. D. Stay close behind the vehicle so you need less time to pass. C. Signal and pass when it is safe to do so. If conditions are safe and legal for passing, check in your mirrors and signal your lane change. Before you pull into the left lane, look quickly over your left shoulder to make sure there is no vehicle in your blind spot. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means you should A. Slow down and proceed with caution. B. Come to a complete stop as quickly as possible. C. Stop and proceed only when the intersection is clear. Speaking into or listening to a handheld cell phone while driving? A. Is safer than using a hands-free cell phone. B. May only be done by teenage drivers. C. Is illegal. D. Is recommended. C. Is illegal. It is against the law in New York to speak into or listen to a handheld cell phone while driving. You may use a handheld phone to start or end a phone call, but further use will result in a fine and points against your license. This sign means A. School zone or crossing. B. Pedestrian crossing. C. Railroad ahead. A. School zone or crossing. A five-sided yellow or yellow-green sign alerts drivers to either a school zone or school crossing. On average, the human body can dispose of the alcohol in a 12-ounce beer in about A. 1 hour. B. 1 day. C. 5 minutes. D. 5 hours. A. 1 hour. On average, it takes the body about 1 hour to remove the alcohol content of 12 ounces of beer or wine coolers, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of hard liquor. In a 150-pound male, one of these drinks will raise the blood alcohol content (BAC) by about 0.02%. The removal of alcohol from the body may be slower in women, resulting in a higher BAC over a longer period of time.